Hey guys, what is up? AVJ here, bringing you a Silver League matchup. This match is going to be AnimA versus Alphadawg in Zelda Caverns. So yes, we are going to see AnimA. I'm just gonna try to say that name perfectly now. AnimA. Yes, we are going to see AnimA spawning as the red Protoss in the lower left position of the Zelda Caverns map. And we are going to see Alphadawg spawning as that purple Zerg at the upper right position of the map. And we are going to see AnimA now going to morph in his very first pylon. I love that very first pylon. The smell of the newly morphed in pylon is such a good smell, you know. Anyways, we are going to see Alphadawg going to use that extractor trick 2 times actually. That's quite effective. And we are going to see AnimA just going to morph in one more gateway. His very first gateway gonna be morphed in. I keep thinking there's a world in there or something, like a mini Protoss guys or whatever. And we are seeing Alphadawg going to morph in. Did I say morph in on Protoss? Anyways, Alphadawg is going to morph in his spawning pool at 12, I think. 12 pool, so it's gonna be a very somewhat early harassment from Alphadawg by those Zerglings. And we are going to see Alphadawg going to steal that gas. Initially, Protoss players, you don't want to steal their gas probably because they don't really care, because mostly Protoss players can produce some amazing amounts of units with just one assimilator. So yeah, and we're going to see 2 gate plus cybernetics with no pylons yet, which is interesting because there's the second pylon now up. So he is going to train 2 more zealots and going to wait for that cybernetic score to finish so that he can get a sentry or possibly a stalker. And we are going to see Alphadawg with those very somewhat early Zerglings, and he is getting no, he is not getting metabolic boost. He's just mining some more gas, and he's just going to keep up. He's going to be very aggressive, not very, but aggressive this very early game. And yeah, AnimA has enough zealots just to kill off these Zerglings actually, if you think about it. I like this pylon placement because you can warp in units there, you know, like if so happens that your enemy has units here and you have units here, you can warp in like zealots here to catch him off guard, so you can sandwich his forces. But yes, those Zerglings are going to hide there. I do like that line of Zerglings off a dog. And we are going to see that very first stalker pop out and another stalker pop out, so it's not going to be sentry. Yeah, so AnimA did take that second gas, but he is not mining from it. And another pylon on the edge actually. That is just a spot for some Nidus worms in the later stages of the game, but you always want to prepare for that in like the very first minute. So he is doing that. That's why he's putting it there. So let's just, I'm not making any sense. So let's just move to the Zerg base. We are going to see that queen going to be spitting out some larvae there, some eggs and stuff. And Alphadawg does have a world swarm, which is amazing, which is cool, which is which is somewhat powerful if you have a good number of them against a Protoss player. And as always, all Zerg players always wants control of the Naga tower, because you can just send in like 2 Zerglings. You know, 1 Zergling costs like 50 minerals. 2 Zerglings cost 50, so it's that means 25 minerals per Zergling. So that's not gonna cost you anything. You know, just like throw away your money. And we are going to see some Twilight Council here for AnimA. And he is probably going to be blinking stalkers in. So, yep. He is going to move out here. So he is going to spot. Oh, he is going to. How did he spot that? Maybe he's just checking or something. I don't know. And he did spot those Zerglings hiding behind the bushes there. So if you're a Protoss player or Terran or Zerg, always check here just to see if you have if your enemy did put like proxy pylons, proxy barracks, or proxy hatchery or whatever. And we are going to see Alphadawg going to have a second hatch, an in base hatch here at his main, and we are seeing a fairly numerous amount of roaches and some Zerglings, a dash of Zerglings and a dash of roaches, and still no upgrades from the Twilight Council. And we are seeing a forge going to be built in. Oh, we are seeing 2 forges actually. So AnimA is going to be probably pushing those upgrades very hard. That's what she said. And yeah, he's probably going to get weapons and shields, because Zergs don't have EMP, so you can always research shield. And since shield affects all like air units, air units. I don't know if the shield upgrade affects the buildings, but if it did, it's gonna be good. And they're now Protoss is gonna get this Naga tower here because he killed the Zerglings. And the roaches are gonna kill all these stalkers here, but we are seeing some engagement from the Zergling here in his main army, and AnimA's main army. So we are going to see the roaches going to be pushing in with I think AnimA does have enough. If he just puts the force field in the correct order, you know, like forcing the roaches to be on a funnel or anything like that. If he needs to have perfect like force field placement just to fend off. Actually, if he does warp a good amount of stalkers, he can kill all. But yes, the expansion for AnimA is going to be up and running now. He is going to be transferring probes, while Alphadawg is still. He does have a Hydralisk then going in, and he does have an Evo chamber now going to be morphing in, and we are going to see that weapons upgrade level 1 for AnimA. Still, both players are being passive, you know, being cautiously just seeing who gets to push who. And we are going to see AnimA now going to be taking advantage of this Twilight Council, and he is going to be researching charge for that Zealot. And we are going to see the roaches going to be pushing in here, but they are going to retreat because there is that photon cannon and the oh my god. And both players are going to be somewhat passive. So passive, not too much aggression from both of them. You know, just hanging back. And he can Alphadawg can actually push here if he so desires to push the Zerglings here, and he can actually kill all of these. But hey, what do I know? And we are going to see 2 Evo chambers. Still no upgrades for Alphadawg, and still no expansions for Alphadawg. So yeah, we are going to see some various build orders from Alphadawg now, since he is not gonna get this expansion. Oh, there goes the expansion here. So we are going to see the Zerglings going to be making work on these destructible rocks, and those towers are gonna make short work of them. You know, the stalkers are like sniping those Zerglings. Zerglings are crying, "Ow!" like that. Anyways, we are going to see a Templar archive, so we are going to see some High Templars here. And yes, I would recommend that to every Protoss player who has an enemy of Zerg who has like massive Zerg units, because Storm is the best like spell you can cast on a massive a ball like this one. If you have like a storm there, it will like dwindle this force in half. And we are going to see the Zerg is going to be placed here. He's probably going to go with a two-pronged attack, meaning that he will attack from the front here. So all of AnimA's forces will go here, and his Zerglings will try to attack here and bust up here. So while all of AnimA's forces are occupied, and there goes the attack, and yes, there is a two-pronged attack, and here goes the attack from Alphadawg. No, he's still backing up. And here we go, and the rogues are going to kill some zealots, and those hydralisks are going to kill some zealots, and there goes a perfect. Oh, I love that forceful placement, going to be sandwiching, but all those Zerglings are going to be caught off guard. Not a very good Zergling control from Alphadawg, and yes, Alphadawg's units did go down there, and not necessarily a good force build, but look at all that Zerg blood. Oh, so fresh, so sane, and Protoss just love. And look at that Overlord line, man, that is awesome. And look at all those Overlords like chilling, like whatever they say, you know. I don't know. I'm not an Overlord. Oh, that's a perfect force field. Now the roaches can't get down. The Protoss units are like teasing the roaches. We're killing your base, and all the roaches were like, and yes, the Protoss is going to be backing. No, he's not. He's probably going to push. And I do recommend him getting a pylon here just to reinforce his forces. Wow, that's a somewhat rhyming words. And we are going to see Alphadawg still massing up units with his queens and hatcheries to hatch. And we do see a fairly good amount of roaches and hydralisks here. But the Protoss army is just too good, and those zealots do have the charge, and oh my god, they do have the +2 upgrades for attack and a +1 for armor, so it will make a difference because Alphadawg does not have any upgrades, man. Oh my god. And those zealots deal a ton of damage with those +2. They deal like 20 damage, and that's that. I love that force field placement, just keeping the Zerg forces contained inside this very small corridor and gonna be killing them. And here comes more Hydralisk for Alphadawg. Yeah, that's pretty good. He's not producing any more units now. He needs to produce more. Produce. I think he just went out. No, he's not producing any more units. But oh my god! Oh, here comes a ton of army for AnimA, and he is just going to push in here. And yes, Alphadawg just quits the game. So that's probably a GG. And yes, this is a Silver League matchup, so then my next video will be on a gold level match, and I will just get some random game from SC2 replayed or SC2 win or any StarCraft 2 replay site. If you want to send in your replays to me and you want me to cast them, so sure, I'll be happy to cast them for you. Just send them to AVJ Casting. Oh, is it AVJ? No, it's avj317casting@gmail.com. I actually have it on my I actually forgot what it was. I think it's AVJ317 or AVJ. Anyways, I'll be posting it down at the descriptions bar. I'm very sorry about this, guys. I just forgot about it now. And anyways, if you have any, just message me or on YouTube if you want me to cast some of your games or whatever. And anyways, guys, as always, this is AVJ signing out.